question first. Find each of the following products. So these are the following questions. We have to find products of the following questions. Number A part, 3 into minus 1. So 3 into 3 plus minus minus, therefore answer is minus 3. Here we are going to multiply 225 with minus 1. So 225 minus plus is minus, therefore minus 2 to 5. C part, here 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6, and fixing 0 to it, this 0, and minus minus is plus. When you multiply minus minus, it turns out to be plus, therefore plus 630. D part, 316 into 1. First of all, we will multiply it. Anything multiplied with 1 gives the number itself, and minus minus is plus. We don't have to write plus, therefore we write straight away 316. E part, now here we don't have to do anything. Anything multiplied with 0 turns out to be 0. So therefore answer is 0. You don't have to multiply everything here. Now F part, again first we will multiply 12 into 11. There is a trick to multiply any number with 11. So what you do, first write the number itself, 1 and 2, and then add it, 2 plus 3. So here you write 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3. You write it in between. Also you can also go with your long form of multiplication. It's a matter of preference only. And minus minus is plus. Now fixing 0. This is the trick to multiply with 10. Answer is 1320. G part, here first of all we will multiply 3 into 6 gives you 18. Therefore we write 18. Minus minus is plus. Now multiplying it with 9. So you can multiply it. 9 8 is 72. 7 is carry. 9 is a 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. Therefore 162. H part. Now here first we will multiply 5 into 4. It will give you 20. Minus minus is plus. Therefore plus 20. Now multiplying with minus 18. 18 twos are 36. Fixing 0 to multiply it with 10. And plus minus is minus, therefore minus 360. I part. Here we will multiply in pairs. First we will multiply minus 1 into minus 2 gives you 2, and here 4 3s are 12, plus minus is minus, therefore we write minus 12. You write it in bracket so that it becomes easy to solve. So 12 2s are 24, plus minus is minus, therefore minus 24 is your answer for I part. Last part, J part. Again we'll take pairs. 6 3s are 18. Minus minus is plus, therefore we write plus 18, and then multiply it with 2 into 1 2. Minus minus is again plus, therefore 2, and it is simple. 18 2s are 36. That was the question number first. Second, verify the following. Now here we have two terms separated by equal, therefore it makes left hand side and right hand side. Therefore we simply write it as left hand side and right hand side. We will prove it that both the values separated by equal sign becomes equal. So this is your left hand, therefore you term it as left hand side, and this is your right hand, therefore you term it as right hand side. So first of all what we will do, we will solve left hand side, then afterwards right hand side. So here 18 as it is, plus minus is minus, so therefore 7 minus 3, which gives you what? 4. It is simple. 7 minus 3 is 4, therefore we write it, and 18 4s is 72. You can also do is 8 4s are 32, 3 carry, 4 ones are 4, plus 3 is 7, therefore 72. if you forget tables. Now right hand side, first we will multiply it. It is preferred to learn tables till 20, but you can also multiply it. 7, 8 sounds are 56, 5, 7 plus 5 is what? 12. So 126. Now here, plus sign as it is, solving it. 18 3s are 54. Then plus minus is minus. Therefore you write it in brackets so that you don't get puzzled while solving it. It is best practice to put it in brackets. So plus minus is minus. Now it's just a matter of subtraction. 6 minus 4 is 2. And 12 minus 5 is 7. Therefore answer is 72. And you can see that both left hand side and right hand side are equal. Therefore it is verified. Hence verified is your answer. In this manner we will do second part, separating it with left hand side and right hand side, solving them separately, and if they are equal then it is verified. Now minus 21 as it is, solving first in brackets. It's a board mastery. So minus 4 plus minus is minus, minus 6. Both are negative. We add them up and make negative sign. Now here it is multiplication. So what we will do, we will fix 0 to it. It is a trick, and minus minus is plus. Therefore answer is 210. Now solving right hand side. First we will solve this bracket. 21 into 4 is how much? 84. And minus minus is plus. Therefore you write 84. Now plus as it is. Again we have both negative. So answer will be minus minus is plus. And 21 6 are 126. Minus minus is plus. Now it is just a matter of addition. You add it. It turns out to be 210. 6 plus 4 is 10. 1 carry, 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, and 1 plus 1 is 2. Therefore, it gives you 210. So both sides, left hand side and right hand side, are equal, hence verified. That was your question number 2. Question 3. I. For any integer a, what is minus a into a equals to? Second, determine the integer whose product with minus 1 is. So what we have to do in first part, so anything multiplied with minus 1 will give the number itself with negative sign. It wholly depends on a. For our integers, we have learned previously, if integer is a positive number, in this case if it is 8, then the number will be 8 itself but with negative sign, because minus plus is minus. Now if integer is your negative, let's take an example, minus 1. So minus minus will give you plus. 1 into 1 is 1 itself. Now if the number is 0, because this is an integer, left hand side are negative numbers, right hand side are positive numbers. That's what you have learned in your previous classes. Now 0 into minus 1, anything multiplied with 0 is equal to 0. So we deduce 3 conclusions from this. It means when a is positive, as in case of first example written in green, product will be negative of a. Whatever the number will be, it will get negative. That is minus a. Now when a is negative, product will be positive. Here the number was negative, product was positive, therefore plus a. And when a is 0, product will be 0, because anything multiplied with 0 makes it 0. Second part, determine the integer whose product with minus 1 is. So we have to find that integer which give these following products. you have to find that integer, which when multiplied with -1 gives these number. So what should be multiplied with -1 to give the answer -22? So it will be 22. Here it will be minus. Therefore 22 as it is, and minus plus is minus, therefore we will write minus here. So the answer here is 22. Now B part, 37. What should be multiplied with -1 to get answer 37? It should be -37, because minus minus will make plus. So this is the idea behind these questions. Now 0, it is simple. You have to multiply it with 0 only. Whenever you have to get number 0, you have to multiply it with 0 only. So here answer is 0 for your C part. That was your question number 3rd. 4th. Starting from -1 into 5, write various products showing some pattern to show -1 into -1 equal to 1. So we have to start from -1 into 5, that gives you -5. We have to reduce number by 1. So in order to get the pattern. So first of all, the first one is given to us. Simple. Now we have to catch the pattern. What is happening here? Number is decreasing by 1. So after 5, if you decrease with 1, you get 4. Now we have to do -1 into 4. And the answer would be -4 itself. Because when you see the number line, when you get a number decreased, you get to the left hand side. And how you can achieve -4? You can get it by adding 1 to -5. So basically we are deducing number by 1 on the number line, which ultimately leading to us towards the right hand side of the number line. Now again decreasing by 1. Now we are going to write 3. It is -3. And how we can get -3 from -4? By adding 1 to it. We are doing both the things. In one step, we are moving towards left hand side on the number line, and on the other towards right hand side. Again doing the same thing. Now decreasing again by 1. This one is left for you to do. Now here number is 0 in this case. 1 minus 1 is 0, and anything multiplied with 0 gives you 0. And how you can get 0? From -1 if you add +1 to it. So 0 minus 1 is -1. And which gives you 1. And how you can get 1? When you add 1 to -1. So this is a bit tricky question. You have to do it carefully. Now finally we reached 1 from -5. Question 5. Find the product using suitable properties. So we have learned suitable properties. So we have learned a couple of properties in this chapter which we are going to use here. Now here what we have, first we will swap the position. So -48 comes first, and multiply with 26, and rest the same. -48 into -36 same, and which allowed us to do it b into a equal a into b, just swapping. Now -48 is taken as common because it is common in both the terms. Now 26 minus 36 can be taken, and the property that allows us to do is a into b plus a into c. A is common, and b, this sign is taken. In this case it is plus c. Now minus 48 as it is, you solve it. Minus 10, because negative was the greater number here, you subtract and put the sign of the greater number. It is 480, minus minus is plus. B. Here again we will see first that what step will make our calculation easy. If we multiply 125 with 8, then the number will come in 0 zeros. That makes 1000, so we will try to achieve that. So we are just swapping the position, and this is allowed to us by b into a equal a into b. Now we can multiply minus 125 with 8. That gives you negative of 1000. When you multiply it with 53, it is simply attaching 3 zeros to 53, and plus minus is minus, therefore the answer is minus 53,000. C part. Now here we will multiply first 25 into 4. Why? Because it will make 100. Because multiply anything with 100 is an easy calculation, therefore we do it. We put it in brackets, minus minus is plus, therefore writing other terms as it is. So 25 into 4 is 100, minus minus is plus, rest terms as it is. Now attaching 3 zeros to it, because 100 into 10 was 1000. And plus minus is minus, therefore minus 15,000. Now here when we look at the terms, it is not easily multiplied. So we use our brain and split 102 into 100 plus 2, because we will multiply it in pairs. So this is distributive law over multiplication. Now you multiply minus 41 with 100 first, and then you multiply with minus 41 with 2, and then you add it. And this is the identity that allows us to do it, that you have studied in this chapter. That is a into b plus c equals a into b plus a into c. So fixing 2 zeros, because we are multiplying with 100, minus 41 into 2 is minus 82. Now both are negative, we add them up and put the sign of negative. That is negative 4182 is your answer. E part. Now here we can see 625 is common, but here this is negative whereas this is positive. So we give negative sign to this plus 65. So plus 65 becomes negative and 625 becomes positive. Now we can take it common, minus 35 and plus as it is minus 65, because we made it negative. Now using this property, a into b plus a into c, a is taken common and adding b plus c. Now solving this, minus 35 plus minus is minus 65 is what? Negative of 100, because both are negative. We add them up and gives them negative sign. Now just fixing 2 zeros to 625, and plus minus is minus, therefore answer is minus 62500. F part. Here we don't make it 48, 50 minus 2, because that will complicate our calculation. That is the whole purpose of these exercises. Now using distributive property over multiplication, doing same thing. That is a into b minus c equals a into b, then subtracting, then a into c. Therefore 7 5 is 35, fixing 0 to it, minus 7 2 is 14, and subtracting it, answer is 336. G part. Minus 17 into minus 29. Again, it is a complicated multiplication, but we'll use our mind and make minus 29 as minus 30 plus 1. When you solve it, it is again minus 29. Now we can do it multiplication over distribution easily. That is the sole purpose of learning these properties. Now 17 into 3 is 51. And minus minus become plus. And now here, using same thing, distributing it over multiplication using this property. Now 17 3s are 51, fixing 0, minus minus is plus. Again here, plus as it is, and minus 17, and plus minus is minus, therefore we subtract 17 from 510 to give you 493 as your answer. Last part, H part. Now here we see that 57 can be taken as common. We can also use solving first 57 into minus 19 and writing 57 as 57 into 1. Therefore we can take it as common. Now 57 is taken common, 19 as it is, plus 1 from the other side, because this is the property that governs this. A into B plus A into C, A is taken common, B plus C as it is. 19 plus 1 is 20, 57 2s are 114, and fixing 0 to it. 7 2s are 14, 1, 5 2s are 10, 11. Therefore 1140 is your answer for H part. So that was your question number 5th. 6th, a certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? So we have to find the futuristic temperature. Initial temperature is given to us as 40 degrees Celsius. This is the line that shows us the initial temperature. And then what we have, change in temperature per hour. Why we have taken minus 5 degrees Celsius? Because it has said that the temperature is getting lower. That is, it is decreasing. Therefore, we take 5 degrees as negative. It is freezing at the rate of 5 degrees per hour. So if it was 40, for the next hour it will be 35. That is the meaning of this. Now change in temperature after 10 hours, because we are asked to find after 10 hours. So we simply multiply 10 with 5. That gives you 50, but in negative direction, because minus 5. The temperature is decreasing, not increasing. If it would have increased, then we would have taken it positive. Therefore, final temperature will be 40 minus 50. You add it, and when you open the bracket, plus minus is minus, and finally negative 50 is greater. Therefore, you subtract and put negative sign. So what does it mean? It means that after 10 hours, the room temperature will be at minus 10 degrees Celsius, which initially was at 40 degrees Celsius. Seventh, in a class test containing 10 questions, 5 marks are awarded for every correct answer, and minus 2 marks are awarded for every incorrect answer, and 0 for questions not attempted. Now first, Mohan gets 4 correct and 6 incorrect answers. What is his score? So, marks given for 1 correct answer is 5. It is given to us, and he attempted 4 correct answers. This is also given to us. Therefore, total score, positive score by him is 5 into 4 is 20. Therefore, we found 20 as his positive score. But he also attempted wrong, and for wrong we have minus 2, which is given to us. And he performed 6 wrong questions. Therefore, total score in negative by him is 6 into 2, 12 of negative. Therefore, total score would be positive score minus negative score, that is 8. Therefore his overall score is 8 marks, which is positive in fact. Now Reshma gets 5 correct answers. Again doing the same thing, 5 5s are 25. So you got the idea how to do this. Now marks given for wrong answer minus 2. She attempted 5 wrong, therefore 10 minus 10, because minus 2 into 5. Her total score is positive minus negative. Therefore she scored 15 marks. Now Hina gets 2 correct and 5 incorrect answers out of 7 questions. So correct 2, therefore 10, and incorrect were 5. Therefore minus 10, because minus 2 into 5 is 10. Her overall score was 10 minus 10, 0. That is, she performed nothing. That was your last question, question number 7. 8th, a cement company earns a profit of 8 rupee per bag white cement sold and a loss of 5 per bag of grey cement sold. The company sells 3,000 bags of white cement and 5,000 bags of grey cement in a month. What is its profit or loss? Here, the same concept as of previous question. Profit earned while selling 1 bag of white cement is 8, and the company sold 3,000 bags of white cement. That means total profit earned by the company by selling 3,000 bags would be 8 into 3,000. Simply multiplying 8 into 3 gives you 24, and attaching 3 zeros to it gives 24,000 profit. But there is also a loss while selling 1 bag of grey cement, that is of 5 rupees loss. Therefore we write it as negative. And 5,000 bags were sold, therefore minus 5 into 5,000. Again 5 into 5 is 25, plus minus is minus, therefore minus 25,000 loss. So overall profit or loss would be when you subtract loss from profit, that is profit plus loss. So it is 24,000 profit minus 25,000. So it comes out to be loss of minus 1,000. Because how we came to know about loss, it is negative sign. Now B part. What is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss? Yet the number of grey bags sold is 6,400 bags. So here we are given the condition that the company had neither profit nor loss. It means no profit, no loss means profit earned plus profit incurred would be 0. So loss incurred while selling 6,400 bags, when you multiply it with minus 5 gives minus 32,000. So company had a loss of 32,000 rupees. So now we will take the number of bags of white cement as to be X, because we don't know about how much quantity it's sold for white cement. But we know that profit earned while selling 1 bag of white cement is 8. Now we will multiply it to get the cost, that is 8 into X. It will give us profit earned by selling X bags of white cement. Now we will fix it to our condition. In condition of no profit, no loss, it means the sum will be 0. So again it becomes a case of left hand side and right hand side. So we take the same. First we take the profit, that is 8x, which we have calculated. We have to find the value of x. Now we add loss to it. So minus 32,000. So here is the rule. when things change side, that is move to right hand side, plus sign becomes negative. Negative sign becomes plus. Here negative becomes plus, and it is 8x equal to 32,000. Again, here it is getting multiplied. When it goes towards right hand side, it is division. So 32,000 by 8. You can divide it. 4 8s are 32. Therefore answer is 4, and attaching 3 zeros to it, x equal to 4,000 bags. Therefore 4,000 bags of white cement must be sold in order to have no profit or no loss. Ninth, replace the blank with an integer to make it a true statement. So what should be placed within the blank to give the desired product? What should be multiplied with minus 3 to get 27? So it is 3 9s are 27, and to get positive sign, number should be negative. Here 35 can be achieved by multiplying with 7, but the number is negative, therefore we have to take negative sign, minus 35. Again, when we multiply with 7, we get 56, and sign has to be negative, therefore number has to be positive, because minus plus will give you negative. Again, 12 into 11 is 132, and if you don't remember the tables, what you can do is just divide 132 with 12, because when it comes to right hand side, it gets divided, and sign would be plus, so we have to take minus number. Again, 6 2s are 12, 66 2s are 132, and again 1 6 is 6, 11 6 is 66, so we come to know that the number is 11, and we have to take negative. That was the last question, question number 9.